Hello and welcome back to Up Front with Millie and Keeley. Exciting week ahead. It's semi-finals footy. How excited are you, Keels?
I'm very excited, Millie. And can I just say, that was a good intro.
I didn't even do anything.
I know, but it's better than my attempt. So
Well, you try 6 times and then I pick up on the 7th time.
I know, so I reckon you should just keep
I'll just stick with it. All right. Well, anyway, it's good to be back in the studio and chatting footy. We had Corbs and Kiana in last week. It was great to have them in. But it's just us today. Everyone's getting down to business and getting
Not everybody.
ready. Not everyone. Actually,
The
some
6
people
teams
are. Very true. Some people are really not getting down to business. They are looking at the end. They're already at the end.
They are the end. They're done.
I'm sure they're having a great time though.
Party season.
Yeah, but not us. Not
Not
yet,
us.
anyway. We're chatting about a few things today. Our top 4 predictions at the start of the year. Did we expect it? Did we not? We're chatting about some of the stupid things we've spent money on in the past. Chatting. What else we got coming up? You want to add anything? Come on, I'm waiting for you to jump in there.
I'm looking at the run sheet, Millie.
We're just doing a little teaser.
Little teaser. Okay, some player personalities. I feel like we haven't really spoken about players too much, but we're going, which player would most likely
to
do blah, blah, blah.
Yeah.
So we've got a few of those coming up.
It's coming up to award season. And, you know, sometimes people just get player of the year. That's fine, but that doesn't really define who they truly are.
Boring.
Yeah. So anyway, we'll get stuck into it. But firstly, a bit of a life update. What's been happening? You moved into your new house.
Yes.
You're out of the old place.
Thank God. Honestly, moving house, it's my second experience in moving house. And because we knew we were going to be building about 5 years ago, we had this plan. So I made a very conscious effort, both me and my partner Cooper, to not buy any furniture. So we've only got like one bed and 2 bedside tables.
You've only got the mattress though. The bed doesn't fit.
No, the bed has, we got a crane. We got a crane.
Far out.
I know. The other night when I got home from training at like 9:30, Cooper had got the crane and he's put up the bed and the fridge, and he was
that's
putting the
good.
fridge in by himself. And
Well, he does everything by himself. You don't really have him do anything. That's real.
Anyway, so it's good to be in. Still got heaps to do. Like we don't have any door handles on, and I keep forgetting that. And people have been coming over and going to the bathroom, and gust of wind, the door's straight open. But I don't really care.
Yeah.
But it's not great for guests.
Minor.
But
Minor
yeah.
details.
But that's literally been about it for me. That and footy.
Yeah.
Just good. I feel like life's hectic at the moment.
Yep. We've both had the week off. I've had 2 weeks off. Lucky it's not seasons 1 and 2. That'd be the whole season. But we're both back this week, which is exciting. And wait, are you back?
Yeah, I'm definitely back.
Yeah.
And you're definitely back?
I'm definitely back. Yes. Good. Very good.
Good. Well, what's been happening with you? We actually haven't seen each other for like a record
day.
amount, I reckon. No, it's been like 4 days.
Really?
Saturday.
Yeah.
That's the most I reckon we haven't seen each other all season.
We still speak on the phone every day. But anyway, what have I been up to? Doing some like this wedding stuff just keeps. So there's always something that you got to sort out.
Okay, what's the last few things you have to sort out?
Like the schedule of the day, and then what time hair and makeup starts, and like all of that nitty gritty stuff.
So is that what people have a wedding planner for? Is that what a wedding planner does? Like that on the day?
I wouldn't know because I don't have one.
I think
I probably recommend one though.
that's probably an avenue I would like to do.
You do wedding planning?
Yeah, I've told you this. I like tasks, like booking holidays, finding dresses,
Like events
things
manager.
like that. Yeah.
Finding dresses. You haven't found a dress yet?
I found 5. I just got to pick which one.
Okay.
Anyway, sorry, back to you.
No, that's all right. It's all going well. I had a final dress fitting for my second dress yesterday. Love it. So cute. I'm so excited. And it's made just for me. So, oops.
And, okay, this has been a big thing that's just come in recently, hasn't it? The 2 dresses.
Is it?
Yeah, well, our parents didn't have like 2 dresses,
true.
did they?
Yeah, they also get married in churches. So,
Yeah.
traditional.
Yeah. I like the idea of the 2 dresses.
Yeah. Because then one doesn't get on the floor and everywhere.
Yeah. And you get lots of photos in both.
Yeah.
But I feel like the 3's too much, I think.
3 dresses.
Yeah, there's
people aren't doing 3 dresses.
They are, Millie. They are.
Okay, well, I'm definitely not doing 3 dresses, that's for sure. Something else I'm really loving this week, I've been seeing it on my Instagram and I thought I'm going to do that. The little Sophia Richie slick bun. Thoughts?
It's cute. I like it. Don't know why they call it the Sophia Richie bun though. I've been doing my hair like that for about 5 years.
Well, you didn't do a video on it, did you? Should be the Keeley Davis.
Yes.
Bun.
Nepotism at its finest.
Big
I should have put that
words.
into Cute Girls Hairstyles, my YouTube channel that I had when I was 10.
Just for those, have we actually mentioned that?
I don't
Keeley
know.
had a YouTube channel when she was 10. It was called Cute Girl Hairstyles Are Us.
No, it was,
Hairstyles and more.
yeah, something like that. And the N more was I used to do trampolining, like competitively. So
You didn't do trampolining competitively.
I did, Millie.
What, in the backyard?
No, I went to trampolining classes and did routines to get into levels. I did it competitively.
Okay, well, something I also did competitively. I went away for spelling bees. So today, instead of alpha bucks, we're dropping a little spelling bee into...
You know I'm terrible at spelling.
Even with a phone, you're bad at spelling and it does it for you.
Yeah, that's why I get anxiety about texting people, because when I message people like Charlie, who I feel like are very smart, I feel judged with my spelling. Okay, what about the other day? Cooper sends me a message. I have a calendar at home.
The yatch.
I have a calendar at home so he knows what I'm doing throughout the weeks, and he's like sending me messages like, he goes, I thought the message said, what's a yacht party? And I'm like, it's a yacht party. It explains itself, Cooper. And he sends it 3 times. After the 3rd time he goes, Keeley, you do not spell yacht like that.
YATCH. Far out.
Anyway.
Yeah, that's something you do often. So anyway, we've got a spelling bee
Should
coming
be an
up.
easy win
Excited
for
for
you.
that. But Charlie's got a few words and we're going to have a spelling contest, mix it up. And then into segment number 1.
I'm excited for this one.
We've been rambling on a bit, but
We have.
okay. What's the dumbest thing you've spent money on? It could be expensive. It doesn't have to be expensive. It can just be like, why the hell did I buy that? I mean, girls do that all the time, like online shopping and stuff. But what's something that's a bit like, why did I buy that?
Okay. I have a few things.
Okay. Do your
Little and
best
small.
one.
I used to be very bad with shopping, as in I'm very tight with my money. But then I would, what was that face for? Like stingy. So I wouldn't buy much, but then I'd have an impulse buy and buy something stupid. One thing that I feel like was a bit of waste of money, my electric bed. Me and Cooper went to the Easter show in 2019 or 2020.
You always buy dumb things from the Easter show.
I know.
I've never been. I remember you told me about this, that you were going to buy that.
So me and Cooper went to the Easter show. Sorry, it was 2021 we went there. We went through all the exhibitions and we
Laid on all the beds.
We laid on all the beds and the
What do you
electric
do at
one.
the Easter show?
That's what I love to do. I love those things. I'm a sucker for like those infomercials and stuff. Anyway, so I tried the bed and it was seriously.
Did you buy the Ab Circle Pro online?
No, I didn't.
On
I
TV?
didn't. I didn't. But me and Cooper both rambled about this bed for a year. We were like, oh my God, should we do it? It's so expensive. Should we do it? And then we went back the following year. We had our cash ready to go and we put a deposit on the bed. It was $7,000.
Are you serious?
Yes, $7,000, Millie. We've used
you
it
know that?
for the first month. I don't think we've used the electric
the
side of
electric
it
part.
again. And we had to get a crane to put it in the house. Which was another little bit of money.
Well, now maybe you've got a TV in the room, so like you'll put it up, watch a bit. I've got an electric bed actually. I think they're a great
You got an
investment.
electric bed?
Yeah, I do.
Do ya?
Yes, I've got a Temper. They're the best.
Oh.
Anyway, when you've actually got injuries and stuff,
Yeah.
you can like elevate it. You can put in like zero gravity. You can like
Oh,
make it
really
feel like
good.
you're on a cloud.
Yeah.
You
but
don't
you know
use it though.
what was bad about it? Okay, I don't know what yours is, but mine was a queen, but they were split in half so we could have different things.
Yeah, no, ours is just a king.
Yeah, I kept falling into the crack. Or Cooper would come over all the way onto my side and it was just not enough space.
Yeah.
Not enough space in that bloody bed. Another weird thing at the Easter show.
Okay, don't worry. I didn't want to turn anyway. You keep going.
You go.
Okay.
I'm interested.
Okay, so they didn't cost a lot of money at all, but I think I was about 7 years old and I went past the vet and they had pet mice for sale. Like, I don't know why I wanted these mice. I literally bought 3 or 4 of them. They were $12 for all of them. I know. I took them home. My mum was mortified. Like, I've got these pet mice and they've got gross little tails. Like, they give me the ick thinking about it. I hate mice, but I really wanted them. They smelt. Anyway, and then my pop helped me make a big cage for them and I hated it. Mum's like, make sure you clean those mice cages and feed them. Like, I hated them so much. I was like, why did I buy these? Like, me as a 7-year-old. Anyway, wasn't a good ending for the mice because Mum said one day when I got home from school that they got out and they ran away. And I found out, I was so relieved when I found out that they'd run away. And then
What?
Found out that a couple of years later she actually just gave them to the cat.
That is cruel.
I know.
That is cruel. Shelley.
I did feel really bad. I felt really bad for them, but like,
you didn't actually care because tell you what, you're not an animal lover and I hate this about you. Honestly, I think a judge of person is how much they love dogs.
No.
And you hate dogs.
I don't hate dogs.
You don't even look at my dog when my dog will come up and say hello every time you walk in the door.
It doesn't say hello.
It will come up and sniff you and you don't even give it a look. You seriously are like, get this thing away from me. I'm
not like that.
So I'm surprised about you getting mice out of all animals.
I'm not a dog hater, okay? I grew up and a lot of our dogs died on the farm and we had to bury our own dogs and then go to school, okay? I'm scarred.
Yeah.
All of our animals, ducks, chickens,
mice,
dogs. It was just a sad life to be an animal. And I saw the whole circle of life. So I don't really find myself attached to them because I don't want to get sad.
Yeah, character building in the Boyle household.
What's your next thing?
Well, I was actually going to say as well, another story about something silly I bought. Hermit crabs from the Easter show. My mum told me the year before I went with her and she goes, Keeley, you are not buying hermit crabs.
How long ago was this? You need to stop going to the Easter show. I think it's just for kids,
No,
Keeley.
this was years and years ago. This was when I was in year 6, so I must have been 11 or 12. She goes, Keeley, we're not buying hermit crabs. I cried the whole time. I was a brat. Anyway, the next year I was allowed to go by myself to the Easter show. What do I do? First thing I get there,
hermit crabs.
I buy the hermit crabs after Mum specifically saying, do not buy the hermit crabs, Keeley. Anyway, got in the car, showed her the hermit crabs and luckily I was with my friend so she didn't lose her temper too much. But I just said, we're sharing custody, 1 week on, 1 week off. But they were a few $100s and they
a few $100 for a crab.
They weren't just
could have went down to the beach and got some.
No, you couldn't. They had cool painted shells. They came in a little cage, in a little shell. They're called caboose, something like that. But anyway, they were really fun.
For how long?
3 weeks, and then we went and let them go down at the beach and I feel guilty about it to this day.
Yeah, well,
anyway.
Don't throw rocks at glass houses because you just gave me shit about the mice.
It's a little bit different to killing dogs, just say.
I don't kill dogs.
Anyway,
okay.
Let's get on to some footy chat, hey?
Footy chat.
So,
yes.
Final 4, hey?
I know.
It's crazy. Do you remember your predictions from the start of the year?
Look, I'd be lying if I said I remember it completely, but I do remember saying that I do think these would be up there with the top 4.
Yeah, I'm with you. And like
Knights, hopefully us. I was hoping we'd be up there.
Yeah.
And Titans, Broncos. I think Broncos are always strong. They were disappointing last year to not make the finals. Disappointed in themselves, in their season, in what we expect them to do and to perform. So I knew that they would be much better this year. They'd recruited well. And then Titans, they actually came last year.
Did they really?
Yeah.
What?
I know.
Are you serious?
Found that out at work on the weekend. I was like, geez. But there was only 6 teams. So It would have been close. It probably was on for and against. But anyway.
Oh, gosh.
Point is,
I don't remember that.
They'd recruited really well. Murph had last year there and things had to change, obviously. They've got, I mean, who doesn't want to live on the Gold Coast and play footy?
Yeah.
Like they've got such a good reason to be there and they were below average last year. So they've deserved their top 4 position this year.
Yeah, I think that's the best thing about the extended comp. Like the 4 rosters and teams that are in there have really showed over the 9 weeks that they're the most consistent and the best. Whereas in the last few years, there's been sneaky teams getting in there that have underperformed throughout the season. And then with the makeup of how it is, you can have 1 or 2 wins and get through to the finals.
Thank God it's not like that anymore.
Thank God, yeah. It's longer and the consistency pays off. And the other good change to structure is if you came first or second, you get a home game.
Home semi, I know, so good.
Because for a very long time there was no reward for being consistent and coming first or second. So I feel like that's a nice little addition.
It is, it's so good. And then the other team, the Knights, they finished on top, minor premiers, which is very well deserved. They played well all year, particularly against us. And they've had a great season. So they play the Bronx this Sunday, and then we take on the Titans just after that. 4 o'clock.
4:10 at Allianz.
Yes.
Make sure you come along.
Love for people to come along, please. No other footy on at the moment, apart from the boys' semis, so come on down.
Yeah, it'll be good. But I was going to ask you, so there's a lot of chitter-chatter about expansion again next year, which apparently 7 of the 9, is it 10 teams? 7 of the 10 teams coaches aren't keen for expansion. How do you think, what do you think about expansion?
I think we're nowhere near it, honestly. Like we're seeing, like really in the last 2 weeks, yes, the comp started well, but it's still only a 9-week comp and we're seeing blowouts. Like Sharks just beat Eels by 50 points on the weekend.
Well, there was three games.
3 games and it was
plus.
like 40 plus to 1 to 2 tries.
Yeah.
That's not good footy.
No.
You don't want to play in those games. It's good when you're winning, but like it's not.
You're not getting the best out of anybody.
No.
The winning team isn't putting in or like isn't growing as much as they should, and the losing team's just getting smashed. It's not good for anybody, not good for the comp. I do think it went a lot better than what I thought it would go.
Yeah, same.
Like I was very negative about it, the expansion at the start of this season. I was like, oh.
But we have seen the blowout scores that we did expect. They just came a bit later.
Yep. I think the fact of the round 2 things where people beat unexpected teams, I think that's
kept it alive
kept it alive. But towards the back end when squad depths were tested, it just went to shit then.
Yeah.
And I think if we expand again, it's going to be even worse.
It's like we're going to be better for this next year, but if we just expand too quickly again, I mean, it would be good to see Warriors get back in, but
especially with the bars going around.
With the bars, 100%. But in saying that, where do those players come from? Because they're kind of all spread throughout the teams at the moment. So,
well, the other hard thing is they're all contracted. So unless you open up the
contracts now,
unless you open up the contracts and say everybody can sign to a new team, your contracts are void, you're not going to get the quality that other teams have. So it's going to be tricky depending on what they do. But I think if I was running it, I'd say 2025, we're bringing 2 new teams in. Like I would have done things differently. But if you still want to expand, 2025, 2 new teams in. That way girls who are on contract can kind of plan for the future if they do want to go back to New Zealand. And if that new team is coming in, say it's Bulldogs, girls can plan. They have that relationship with Bulldogs, they can talk in advance, and then the other clubs can have time to prepare with the girls leaving too. I think the hardest thing with the women's game, and has been for years, is the unknown. Our comp structure and how it's going to look year to year, we find out weeks before it happens, and they want us to be elite. It's a very hard thing to do. We're always trying to stay on top of how we are physically, mentally, and plan in the future, and we don't know what's happening we don't even know what's happening next season.
Yeah, exactly. And I feel like the inconsistency between year on year in our New South Wales and Queensland competitions, our state comps, it's just so different every year. Nobody knows what's going on, but it needs to be aligned because we've got girls, when we head into Origin, we've got girls from New South Wales and Queensland that live in the other states that You need to be playing the same footy. Like you can't have no pre-comp in the New South Wales division and then have a pre-comp in Queensland leading into Origin. But then as well, New South Wales want to have a comp under the NRLW. But then where does that leave Queensland?
Yeah, so you mean the two states need to be aligned?
Yeah.
Yeah, for sure.
They need to just be in the same meeting and organise the same thing.
Yeah.
Even if it's a different, like a pre-season comp and then an NRLW comp and then it's more development, like players coming up and then players that aren't making NRLW can be playing some footy.
Yeah, because I think that's the biggest thing. That's what's halting the growth of like everybody's development in the NRLW is the inconsistency. I think if we go back to like when we started 2018, imagine if we had what we had this year in 2018, we would be so much better in 2019. But because it's taken so long to develop and the short seasons and then going back to club and the chopping and changing different systems, like you were never in one NRLW club for 3 years. You'd go NRLW back to club as in Steelers or whatever it would be. That stunts your development. I think the more you can spend time in your club, the better. So I don't know what that looks like, but I just think they need to make a decision with it so everybody can plan for next year.
I agree with everything you just said, which now moves us on to the spelling bee.
That was a very smooth intro too.
Well, I just thought, let's break it up a little.
Yeah. Well, I hope that made sense though.
No, it definitely did. It definitely did. It was good. It was good. Put your point across.
Thanks.
And it's true. They are doing, it's very inconsistent. We have no idea what's happening next year.
I know it's a hard job though, but
yeah,
I think that would
and
really help. Yeah, one more Origin
game. Play it over in Vegas.
Yeah, but I think if you're looking to increase our performance and get the most out of all the players, that's probably the best thing you can do for us is give us time to know what's happening so we can plan accordingly. Anyway, spelling bee.
Agree.
Let's do this.
All right, so we're going to both do the same word. Charlie, have you got the words there?
I have. I've got 5 words.
Okay.
Right,
so
I need some of this.
Charlie has got 5 words. We're going to do the same word. I've actually popped these to his cans up here so you can't cheat and look at my answers. And
I don't know if I've gone too hard as well because I reckon I'd struggle in some of these words.
Charlie.
But we'll see how we go.
we'll see how we go.
Okay,
You'll kill it, Keeley. Don't
I
worry.
don't want to intimidate you, but I did do the thing where you went away, you went to the next school, like it was like regional swimming, but it was regional spelling bee.
You are such a nerd. I love it.
And there's a format to it as well. Like you've got to spell the word and then say it. Anyway, we won't do that.
Okay,
we'll
won't
just
do that?
go pretty informal, but yeah.
Okay.
All right, hit us, Charlie.
All right, first word, nauseous.
Oh, I think
That's a hard one.
It is a hard one. I had to spell this word the other day and I got it wrong.
There's so many ways that could be spelt.
it's only one right though.
Okay, I've got my answer.
I've got mine too.
All right, who's
Next
going
word?
first then? Or you can do it at the end.
Oh,
No,
do you want to
Read
do
it.
it? Okay, go.
Nauseous. I just show you. Nauseous. Nauseous.
do I reveal if that's correct or
No,
not?
not yet.
Not yet, okay.
I've got nauseous. Nauseus.
Millie is incorrect. Keeley is correct.
No way, are you serious? Look, that's how I spelled it the first one.
And then you added it. Well done.
Thank you. That's really hard. I feel like
proud
I'm
of
better at
you.
the abstract ones. That's probably more down my alley.
Well done, Kills.
Thank you.
All right, 1-0.
All right, next word, definitely.
Shit. I know I will not get this one right.
I hope you win, Keeley, as well, after Millie's been so arrogant and wins this as well.
I'm definitely
All
not
right.
winning this, I can tell you.
Definitely. DEFINITELY.
Okay. That's not what I had. Oh, mine's very wrong. Definitely.
Go.
DEFINAN.
Just stop.
TLY. Devon.
Definitely.
Millie is correct. Keeley is not.
Okay, I knew that one was a hard one. I can't even do it with spell correct. All right.
All right, next word. Rhythm.
Okay, I'll go quick.
You go.
Rhythm. RYTHEM. Rhythm.
Rhythm. RHYTHM.
Millie's correct. Keeley's not. So 2-1. 2-1, 2 to go.
Oh, God.
Encyclopedia.
Charlie.
You started so strong.
I know, you did so well.
Faded quickly.
That was quick. Have you already done it?
Yeah.
Okay.
Slow start, but you know.
You can
I
go.
need it.
Oh, no, don't go yet.
Oh, wait.
Okay. That's as good
Go.
as it's getting.
You go.
Encyclopedia. Go. ENSYCLOPEDIA. Encyclopedia.
Close. So close.
Okay. Encyclopedia. ENCYCLOPEDIA.
Correct.
You
only
are
one
good
letter
at
off.
this.
There's no S in
3-1.
encyclopedia.
Well, now I know that.
Oh, I just moved that. Is that all right?
Yeah, it's fine. That's fine.
3-1. Okay, I've still got time.
You've still got time.
All right. Next word.
Double or nothing?
No, let's play it how it is.
Or double or nothing?
Well, because you're losing.
Yeah.
Let's go, Charlie.
Mischievous. Mischievous.
Okay.
Wait, I'm not done.
Sorry.
This is a really hard word. I can't even see it. Like, I can't see it in my head.
Could you repeat the word again, please, Charlie?
The word is mischievous.
Mischievous.
A person who is cheeky.
Ooh, cheeky. You should know this one.
I think I do. Come on.
This is a hard one.
Okay.
Okay, go.
Mischievous. MISCHIEVIOUS.
Similar to what I've got. MISCHEVIOUS.
You're both incorrect. You were so close, Keeley. It's MISCHIEVOUS.
Oh, why did I put the I after? Anyway,
3-1.
So Millie wins.
3-1. Well, at least you found something you're good at.
Well, not really. I sucked. I got 2 wrong.
Yeah, just saying you're better than me.
Anyway, I like that.
That was fun.
I like that.
I'm actually stoked with nauseous.
I am stoked for you.
Thanks.
That was like, that could be anything, that word.
Yeah, I know. Could have one of those silent P's.
That's not a word that has a silent P in it.
Well, you wouldn't know because you can't hear it. So, Millie, Knights got knocked out, the men's.
Yes, they did. Over in New Zealand.
Yes.
Look, that was always going to be a tough game. They did so well, 10 in a row. I think before they started that 10, they were literally coming 14th. So they had their best footy towards the back end of the year, which was really good. They all started to click. Everyone played really well to get to where they did. And then unfortunately heading over after such a big game against the Raiders, you know, scraping through because it was such a good game, so close. And then on a 6-day turnaround heading over to New Zealand. Like they started that trip. They started that trip on the Wednesday, like going down to Sydney. Like that's just, they're not training. They're literally just recovering and getting through and playing that game. Warriors had come off a pretty big loss and it was over at it's not Mount Smart, is it? No, it's called something else.
Go Media,
Go Media Stadium in New Zealand. So
it's literally the polar opposite of the week before.
Yeah, literally. It's like it being in Newcastle. So was always going to be a tough mission. But look, I think it's just so disappointing to see how they went down. Like they'd done so well and they got flogged.
Yeah.
Really. For a semi, it's not nice.
Yeah. Well, do you reckon that's better than losing by 2 points?
You'd rather lose by 2 points.
You reckon? I reckon that hurts more.
Well, when you're halfway, if you're 50 minutes into a game and you know you're not going to win it and they start to build the momentum more like the Roosters, they lost right on the bell. Like I'd prefer that.
Yeah, true.
It
and then
sucks.
it's not embarrassing
It's not embarrassing. It's like, God, that was such a close, good game.
Yeah,
not
true.
like, why'd you even bother coming?
Yeah.
Not that it was like that,
No,
but like it's just
I know what you mean.
I wouldn't like to be in a game where you know you're going to lose.
Yeah. The leading up to the game, there was actually some comments from Willie Mason. Did you see those?
I did see those.
What was your thoughts?
Look, firstly, everyone's entitled to their own opinion and we've got our opinions. We're talking on a podcast right now. But I just think as a past player, not only a past player, but as a past player of someone at that club who has played there, to dish those out, and yes, we saw Tyson give it back to him. I know they were going back and forth with a bit of banter and, dishing it out, but what was Willie's comment at the end of that New Zealand game where they just lost? It was like, what was it, Charlie?
He said there could not be a bigger hole that Tyson Gamble wants to crawl into right now. Pick your battles, boy. You are below average.
Pick your battles, boy. Like, what? Is Willie playing right now to be able... Like, I don't understand that.
Also, Tyson didn't really pick the battle. The battle came towards him and he's just like standing up for himself,
And, like, they'd done so well to even get there.
Yeah.
Where's the Bulldogs at? I'm not about that, but like you're tied to that team. You have been a part of this team and it's different from a journo or someone who has never played footy before. You know how hard it is to get to that level and to play big games like that. Yeah. And yes, Kalen Ponga is an exceptional player and he had an amazing season, but he wouldn't have been able to do that with the halves that they had and the team that they had. Yeah. I just do not understand why a player, you don't see any players coming out saying that about current players.
Yeah. It's a very rare thing. Like I feel like there's been no criticism on the women's side, like just flipping over.
Well, I know, but it's different. Girls don't take criticism like guys do.
Yeah, but I'm just saying, like, I feel like it's just not really needed.
Yeah. I just think it was, it's not like he's sending him a message, like he's calling him out publicly saying that, like, yes, I'm sure he is really disappointed with his performance in New Zealand. A lot of them are because they didn't play to to what they had been playing. I just think that was poor form.
Yeah.
It's disappointing.
Yeah, I agree. Don't really want Willie Mason coming for our Roosters spine though. For him to say, they're all below average.
Yeah, you're below average. Jesus. Anyway, above average than half the comp.
That's a good point. Anyway, speaking of the men's footy, we actually don't speak about it very often.
No, we don't. But we do love it. We follow it. We watch every game. We love footy.
We do. When we're going into camp, we'll sit there, get a cup of tea, watch it. Anyway, thoughts on this weekend? What's your predictions for the final?
Look, I think New Zealand coming off a massive win, but now it's literally been... They've done their thing where they are. Mm-hmm. Broncos have been resting and they're about to play in their fortress up at Suncorp, which they deserve to play up there. Like Broncos have been so solid all year. I think Broncos will get the win.
Ooh.
I think they will.
I think so too, but I have this sixth sense.
You got to listen now?
I think there's going to be like an injury in the spine. And I think Warriors will win. I reckon it'll fully change. I just have a feeling.
Don't put that out there. Don't put that energy out there.
Touch wood. But I just have a feeling that I think there's going to be like a big shift. And because Broncos are been doing so well all year, I just think something key.
So wait, who do you think's going to win? You just said both teams.
No, I think Warriors will win.
You just said Broncos will win before.
Mm-mm.
Okay. So
no, I've changed.
I think Broncos to have majority of their squad that they still have from the year in 2020, when was it? 2020, 2021 or something?
Yeah.
There was one year they won 3 games in the
that's-
whole season.
That is hectic.
That is insane. And they weren't just losing games. They were getting flogged by 50 points every game. And to front up each week and play, and now they're in a position to actually get into the grand final. What a turnaround. And it's by a large group of those players who went through those times.
Yeah. No, that's incredible. It's kind of sad though because I want both of those teams. It'd be great for a grand final, those two teams.
Yeah, it would have. But that's the way the cookie crumbles. Anyway, moving on to
Storm Panthers.
Storm's
my favourite team in the comp.
Storms?
So, Storms. I do
like
think.
Storm too.
I just don't know. Honestly, I have to have an opinion. I'm going to say Panthers, but so if anybody can do it, it's Storm. That's what I think.
I would like to believe that, but I think Penrith are going to be way too good. Like they saved their best footy for this time of the year,
do.
and Storm won it in. What they did last week is absolutely nowhere near good enough to beat Penrith. They were playing against a decimated Roosters team and won it with 2 seconds to go.
No, it's actually hectic. But anything can happen in footy. I feel like you just think, okay, these teams are gonna win, but then anything can happen.
Okay, I'm definitely backing Penrith. It'll be a Penrith Broncos grand final, and they've been the top 2 teams all year. So
interesting.
It is how it is.
I can't wait to watch. It's gonna be so good.
Yeah.
Also, more predictions. Who's your men's pick for Dalian?
I actually don't know. I haven't really thought about this.
What? Put it in the run sheet.
Sorry.
Did put it down
I
there.
actually haven't really thought about it though. What's yours?
Sean
Who's your-
Johnson.
Sean Johnson.
Yeah. I feel like he has just been so good, especially in the Warriors. We see
He's
how
definitely been
Dalian-
their best player.
Yeah.
And they've had a lot of wins this year.
Yeah.
That's a good point.
So those two things.
And he's really turned their team around.
Imagine how good that'd be.
That would be pretty cool. Yeah, I reckon it'll be Sean Johnson, to be honest, because I think in the other teams that are doing well, they've got a few good players.
Yeah.
And points can go to a few of them. Whereas Warriors, if Sean Johnson's not playing,
Yeah,
not
there's
winning.
a few others that have been playing well.
Yeah.
A lot of them have been playing well, but a few others that would still get points each week. But he's consistently been in their top 3, I would say. Also, okay, women's rookie player of the year.
I think we've got the same person for this. Mine goes to Anessa Biddle at the Sharks. I can't believe she scored her first try on the weekend. I actually thought that was a typo.
Same. I thought the
And she
exact same
scored 2
thing.
tries actually, but she's just been damaging all year.
How aggressive is she?
Fearless.
She's literally so aggressive. She had 270 metres,
That's crazy.
2 tries, probably,
Couple of tries, assists.
10 plus tackle breaks.
Yeah.
She was running girls back 10 metres by the bloody throat.
Yeah. She's definitely a player to watch as well. She's only going to get better and learn her position more, and she's been so good.
She Kiwi?
Possibly. I'm not actually too sure whether she'll be available for selection at the end of the year. We'll soon find out, but I'm sure if she is, she'll definitely
Be in
make
there.
her position a permanent one.
Do you think so? Who's usually their Kiwi centres?
I don't know.
You don't know?
Shanice Parker.
Oh, yeah. She's always strong.
Yeah.
It'll be interesting. Very interesting.
Yes.
And then this isn't a category, but I've put it in here. Women's veteran
I just saw that. I didn't even see it before.
of the year.
Vet player of the year? Like
Vet.
a veteran, like someone,
A veteran.
yeah, a veteran. I'm saying that.
Thanks.
Definitely Ali Brigginshaw. Are you kidding me? She scored in every game.
Has she?
I don't know. Just
You
say
can't just make
say
up
it with
stats like
confidence
that.
and it's true.
I know, I love that stuff, but not you got to.
Well, it looks like she in every game I've watched, she's scored. Literally.
Yeah.
We know she's going to do it, and she still puts a little chip over for herself and kicks it and
That's
scores.
actually hectic.
And she has
Honestly.
been she'd have a sore back this year. She's carrying that team a fair chunk of the way, and she's gotten them into a semi-final.
Yeah.
They're all great players. Millie Boyle, I think she scored 10 tries. Actually, can she be a rookie?
Yeah,
she
she's
would
a
be up
rookie.
there with the
She
rookies.
would be up
Sorry,
there too.
Millie Boyle, 10 tries in her rookie season. 10 tries in 9 games.
Actually, I did see the stat last week, and it was Ali Brigginshaw's doubled the amount of points scored in a regular season. I'm like, yeah,
That's 'cause
because our
the
comp's
season's
doubled. I I can't remember. I think
No shit.
somebody posted that and I'm like, really?
Oh,
wow.
God.
Anyway,
There you
I reckon Ali's been killing it too, but what about Kezzy in the back row?
Yeah, she's back to old style Kezzy, how she plays, but she's missed a few games. Like,
She has.
I just think Ali, her form, too good.
God, she's good up here, isn't she?
Up here, scoring, out there, little show and go.
How old is she, do you know?
Probably like 33.
Really?
Hey Siri,
Oh my
how
God.
old is Ali Brigginshaw?
Oh, like
On
not
the
in
contact.
there.
Anyway, I'm just interested because I feel
Let's have a
like
look.
the last 5 years. 33, there you go.
She is 33. That was
Just feel
correct.
like
December
could
1.
seriously play.
She'll be 34 by the end of this year.
She could play for another 10 years, like legitimately.
That's a long time. I know you want to play until you're 45, but like,
Honestly,
don't assume that everyone does.
after this week's little hamstring niggle, I've never felt older in my life. I'm not playing till I'm 45. I might try, but I feel
Oh, God.
old.
You're funny.
So we've got a little segment that we like to call.
We just make new segments up each week.
I know. That's the good thing about having a podcast.
And no official run sheet.
Who is the most likely to? All right. So we're going to get NRLW players who we think are most likely to ...
Yeah.
do these things.
Okay,
So the
let's-
first one,
Let's go.
Millie, I want to know which NRLW player is most likely to go on to reality TV?
I think it would be Jessica Surgis on Love Island.
Love Island? No, that's below her. That is below
Looks like
her.
fun.
It does look like fun, but
She would get into that, I reckon.
she would be the bombshell.
What's that? Oh, the one who comes in and it's like, I've got a text. And then there's someone new coming into the island.
And then all the boys would be like,
But wait, can she go on the UK one? Because that one seems better.
it does. It does seem a lot better.
The Australian one seems povo.
Yeah.
Okay, what have you got?
Well, I did like Jess for that. I actually did. That did pop into my mind, but I think she's more of a bachelor kind of girl. Like I think there'd be 8 boys.
Oh,
waiting,
yeah,
you know?
okay. Yep. Jess on Bachelor.
Yeah.
Or Love Island.
Yeah.
Bachelorette.
Another person I had, I feel like this really fits her. Taylor Preston.
Ooh.
I have her on maths.
Ooh.
I really just think she'd be so good at reality TV.
Okay.
She's just got a great personality, and I think maths would be good for her.
Nice.
I love it. I love it.
Interesting. All right, next one. Who is the most likely player to play until they are 45 years old?
Well, we do have one who's nearly 45.
Steph Hancock,
What is she at? Like,
41, 42.
really putting everybody's age out there.
Hey Siri,
Okay, we don't need to know. No, we don't. This has already gone long enough. We don't need to know.
Okay, sorry. Yeah.
Okay, well, I had 2 who were like the exact same kind of player, Smile Mataufa and Georgia Hale.
Oh, yeah.
I feel like those 2 will just keep going until they're 45.
I agree, but they play in the middle. They get beat up a bit. I'm going Ali Breed because she's nearly there.
Oh,
That's mean.
33.
No, I think like with her brain, she can keep going.
100%.
I'm not saying she's nearly there. I'm saying like Mima's a bit younger and Ali plays in the halves. She could play in a dinner suit and not get hit. Really.
Yeah. Good call. Good call.
All right, next one.
I love this one. Okay. Most likely to move from winger into the front row. You know how people, as
Yep.
they age,
Yep.
they
And
just slowly
Make
move
their way in.
in? Who's moving in for you?
Well, we have seen China Pilata do it this year. It's been great to see.
Yes.
Welcome to the middle, China.
Welcome, welcome.
But I think another Roosters player, Jamie Frizzard.
Wait,
She'd be a cack in the middle.
she would be
Little bulldog.
okay. Hooker, definitely. Can you
100%.
imagine her in there?
Absolutely.
You'd be terrified. If she was coming on at 14, if I
She's
was in the
fast,
middle,
man.
I'd be like,
Pick and go.
God.
She loves defence.
She does.
I can see her in there and she plays wing for us right now.
Yeah, I like the call, but I just don't think it fits. My player is Robbo.
Oh, yeah.
Can you imagine? She will, I reckon, slowly move in. I see her playing back row in a few years.
Right.
Then I think she'll be in the front row.
She's solid. She's got the build. She's got the build to make a really good middle player.
But you know what she's got that's most important? Mental toughness.
She's mentally tough, that girl.
Yep. And I think we could use some of that
She's
mental
been
toughness in the middle.
The army, is it the army? Air
Yeah.
Force?
Yep.
One of those.
Yep.
She's strong.
She is. And I can just
Here
see her
and here.
pushing into the middle.
I could see that too, but also you're not getting around many people in the middle. Like it'd just have to be brute strength that
but
she's using.
She uses her brute strength. She'll run around and then find somebody and then run straight at them.
Yeah.
Anyway.
Quick play the ball.
Yeah. Quick little feet. Bang. Quick play the ball.
Nice.
I'd love her to come into the middle.
Robbo, Frez, if you're listening, pretty sure they're weekly subscribers.
They'll be listening. What are you talking about, Millie?
All right. Smokey.
Yes.
Someone who's not playing NRLW right now that you know of and you think they'll be a gun.
Like a smoky little superstar.
Yeah.
Okay. My one is from the Roosters.
Oh my God, I already know.
Have
who
you
you're
got the
talking
same
about.
one?
No, I don't, but I would pick her.
Okay, she's a gun. She did an ACL. Tabana,
Yeah.
Papali,
Yep.
gun. So good. She only
Yeah.
got to train a little bit before she did her knee with the squad, but she is seriously so good.
She is really good.
I'm really excited to see her
from,
play.
She's from Queensland, just finished school, made the Australian schoolgirls. We would have probably seen her in playing half for us this year.
Yeah, definitely at some
throughout
stage.
Throughout the round. So she is a gun and she'll be back next year. So good to see.
Yes.
Mine is actually a little bit left of field. She's a development player for the Broncos. Her name's Montea Hudson.
Oh.
Remember the name? She's a fullback through and through. She's from up north and she moved down to be a development player for the Broncos this year, hoping to get a top 24 spot. And if she doesn't get it there, I'm sure she'll get it somewhere else. She's an out and out fullback. Like I reckon she'll be like a Tamika Upton coming through, the way that she plays and from what I've seen. And she's only 17.
That's a big call.
It's a big call.
She's similar like body shape?
Kind of, but they've just like, you see the same characteristics with like up here.
Yeah, okay.
Some people get the game.
Like
some
you.
people have to learn it. Some people already know it.
Just natural.
Natural.
Interesting. Wow.
That's mine. What's your next one?
Okay, the next one, I really like this topic, but it's super hard. Most likely to become a ref.
I have Keeley Davis.
I can give you, okay, why? Tell me why.
Because you're such a stickler. You'd be reading the rules all the time and you love authority to be like, no, you are offside.
Yeah, but
you
you
love
know,
to blow that whistle.
do you know how far they run in a game?
You run far.
Not as far as the bloody referees.
Yeah, well, you could after you stop playing at 45. You could be the next ref. You could be the next Belinda Sharp or Casey Badger.
Oh.
Who have you got?
Actually, sorry, just on that. That actually could be a career choice after. Because I do like talking a lot. I love talking, especially in footy. And I love telling people what to do. I feel like I'm very bossy. So I would love nothing more than somebody to challenge my call and then I go like this.
Is
This will be me.
challenging the decision of a knock on, and then when it's overruled, when it's unsuccessful, you'll be like, "Told you so."
No, in 10 years when Tabana's challenging, I'll say, "Hi, Belinda, we've got a challenge. Tabana thinks it's a knock on. I clearly didn't see it. Challenge. Challenge unsuccessful. Tabana, go back to the 10 metres." I would.
Wait, he says you're not even a captain, and you want to challenge everything when you're on the field.
Yeah, because I'm right there. I see what happens.
We're like, don't listen to her. Izzy, don't give it.
Well, maybe if you listen to me, we would get some challenges back, wouldn't we?
Yeah, and then you look back on the game and you're like, I'm glad we didn't challenge that.
No.
Anyway,
Mine was, and now I think about it, it's a very bad call. Kezzy Apps. Because I'll tell you why.
Are you kidding me? She'd be
I know-
Switzerland.
I know she would. Now I think about it.
That's the dumbest decision.
I know there'd be a clear knock on,
The game
and she'd
would
be
go.
like,
She's like, oh, you can have it because you guys are winning. Honestly.
bad call. But I thought she'd be good. But now I'm thinking about it more. I think she'd be too nice. She can't be friends with everybody as a referee. Can't be friends with anybody, actually.
Yeah, lucky you've got no friends. It'd be a good job for you.
It would. I've got enough friends.
All right. We did have most likely to end up on OnlyFans, but you weren't really too keen to answer that one.
No, Millie, I didn't want to answer that.
Okay, I'm just saying they make good money. I've seen it. One of my friends is on OnlyFans.
Is she?
Yep, they're her main sponsor. She's a boxer.
Oh.
Ebony Bridges.
Yes.
And you know where she started? She was actually a maths teacher. She's from Mount Druitt. She was boxing. She was a ring girl. She used to sell her feet pics and also give out her like socks after a boxing match. Mm-hmm. So
that could be a lucrative business.
You fancy your feet.
I did.
Maybe that's where you'll start.
You know what? I have actually thought about the whole feet thing. When my toenails fell off,
yeah,
scratch that idea.
I would have been scratching that idea well before the toenail came off. Anyway, I'm just saying, OnlyFans,
yes,
it works for some.
Does. Don't think any of us need to do it though.
No.
But if they choose to, good on ya. Hats off to ya.
Hats off to ya. And to that, I'm having enjoy the episode, guys. If you've gotten this long, you deserve a twoies or two.
I need a twoies or two after that bloody shabacle.
We will catch you next week. Hopefully we're here and hopefully we're still playing footy.
Oh, if we're not here next week, that's not good.
No.
Not good news.
Anyway, we're wrapping it up there. It's gone for way too long.
Bye.
Bye.